Hey folks, how's it going? Tim here. Steve is not with me because he's at his cold, freezing house right now, whereas I'm in nice, sunny Cambodia. So this is just a quick episode you're about to listen to. We recorded a couple of weeks ago, I think, with Hudson Cooper, who has just won everything this year in mini bikes, was invited to the World Championships, and yeah, enjoy this interview. The last time we spoke to Hudson was a couple of years ago, and he's really come on leaps and bounds since then. This is also the fourth time I've tried to record this intro because technical difficulties. What are you going to do, eh? So yeah, enjoy this one, guys, and I will speak to you on the other side. So what's up, guys? We are back. This is another bonus episode here. We are once again chatting to one Hudson Cooper. For those of you listening to the show for a while, you will know we've spoken to Hudson before. I think it was a couple of years ago now, man.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
So
quite a while ago.
been a little while, and you've had quite an eventful year this year, haven't you, Hudson, with what's going
Yeah,
on. So for everyone that's, I guess, doesn't know who you are, introduce yourself quickly, and then just dive in and let us know what this year's been like for you, because it's been quite a special one.
so I'm Hudson. I rode the 110cc last year. I won that championship. Um, and yeah, I've just been riding and cracking on and just been having fun. So yeah,
Excellent. And that's the 110 championship in British mini bikes, right?
yeah, that's British mini bikes, and we race all over the country. So um,
Excellent.
yeah,
Yeah. And what kind of tracks and stuff are you visiting?
so it's like go-kart tracks all around the UK. And we rock up nearly every weekend, and it's all at different tracks. So we go to nearly the same track every year. So every year you get faster and faster in the lap times and the levels going up every year. And it's just really good racing for older kids. There's a lot of new kids that have come through this year that are in the 110. And that's nice to see. And a lot of new kids in the 90cc pit bikes, which is like the lower standard level of B&B. So it's a really good thing that they're providing for the kids and trying to make a stepping stone up through racing.
Nice, man.
Excellent. And is 110 like the top capacity championship within B&B?
So you've got like the pit bikes, which is part of the B&B stuff, and then you've got the Ovale, which is um run by Peter Hitman, who's
Okay.
like, as I suppose you know him from Isle of Man TT.
Yeah.
So the lowest standard is the 110, and then it moves up to 160s, which I rode in this year. And if you come the top two in the 160s, you go to the 160 final. And same with the 190s as well. So the 190s is like the top capacity, and the 160, the 110 is the lowest. So I've run the 110 this year, and I run it last year. So I've won that twice now, and then I won the 160 this year as well.
Nice, man. Awesome.
That's excellent. So two championships to your name for the year. That's not bad going, eh?
Not bad going, yeah. A lot of trophies. And I didn't even think I'd come where I did in the 160s. I've overcome what I thought I could at the start of the year. We just joined it for a bit of fun. And I was hoping to get another win in the 110, and I did. And it's triple triple time champion.
Nice, man.
Excellent. That's the
Well
way to
done.
do it, mate. And you've got the trophy rack I can see just in the background there for just to
Yeah,
show that off a little for us.
That is
yeah,
looking impressive. That's got a bit bigger since we last time we spoke to you.
yeah. We've had to add another shelf because there's too many.
That's not a bad thing.
No,
Not
quite.
a
It looks
bad
like
thing
you're
at
going to
all.
need another shelf by next year as well, mate.
Probably.
Excellent. And so you won the 160 as well, and then you got to go to the World Championships, right?
Yeah, so the World Championships, the top two go through to Valencia. Um, and I'll talk you through that. It's just one of the best things you could do is mate, you rock up and it's like they treat you like MotoGP riders. You rock up, you got all press all day one. You go and get all your leathers, you get all your leathers fitted. Leathers fit amazing. Got all your helmet and everything. You got your own like garage and everything. Um, Own toolbox, and you get given your bikes, and then they tell you a time when you're allowed to start touching your bikes. And then so all mechanics, you'd see them, and they'd say, right now your mechanics can do whatever they want with the bike. So you change all your setup on the bike and everything, and everyone had the bike stripped down, looking at what it is. And it's just an amazing experience, and it's run incredibly. Like in the pits, they have the air horns like for 3 minutes warning, so they put them up, and it's just run like clockwork. It's amazing.
Excellent, that's
Awesome,
great.
man.
And that's on the kart track at the Valencia circuit, right?
Yeah, so the kart track it's a miniature version of the actual big circuit, so it's like right next to the circuit. And it's one of the most grippiest tracks I've ever rode on. It's an amazing track, amazing facilities. And yeah, like I say, it's a miniature version. So when you're watching them go around at the MotoGP after, you know where all the corners are and all the kinks and everything are. So that's quite fun as well.
Yeah, that's excellent, man. That's great. And you said the mechanics. Do you take your mechanics with you, or is it that you're given mechanics and stuff there? You're just given a team around you there.
So yeah, you take a mechanic with you, and they'll sort all your bike out and everything. And they go on the grid with you, hold your little umbrella,
Excellent.
take all off your tire warmers on the grid. And that's another thing on the grid. That's run amazingly. And all the flags and everything, blue flags. I've never even rode with blue flags. And the blue flags were a big help as well. And yeah, your mechanic just kind of sorts out all your bikes and your tires and everything, sorts out your tire accelerations. That's how you
Close
say it.
enough.
We go there. I do all the time. Don't worry about it.
That's all good. So did it feel like a massive step up from like the B&B? It just felt like it was just a different experience.
It's a whole different level compared to the like UK level. It's hard to explain in words. You have to go there and witness it yourself. It's just a whole new level. You're all competing, and you get to meet so many other riders. I was speaking to the Australians and some people from Qatar, and it's just amazing to see how we've had the experience in England, and then they have their own championships in Australia or in Qatar in America, and they've all come up to the final, and then you get to meet each other. It were amazing.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. So how many nationalities were represented there?
I think there was like 15, 16 countries, probably more than that, but there were 32 riders in total, 2 from each country, so that it were well packed.
Well, it's a packed grid then.
Yeah.
Excellent. No, that's awesome, mate. What an experience, eh? And it's the plan to try and get there again next year. Do you? I assume again, are you competing 160s next year?
Yeah, so I'm competing in the 160s next year, and as my mechanic Steve said, this is just a learning year, and next year nothing will be new to you. So this year you're like, oh, what do I do now? What do I do then? And next year you'll know it like clockwork, and yeah, you'll be a lot more confident on the track as well. So.
Cool, man. Are you just doing the 160s this year, or are you going to do the 110s again?
No, so I'm too old to do the 110s now, so I'll be doing the 160s next year.
Fair enough. Too old at your age. You wait till you hit your 40s.
Yeah, at least you're leaving it as like a double champion though. So you've kind of
Yeah.
you've done what you can do there, and then it's move on and try and repeat the feat elsewhere.
It's a pretty good title.
Yeah, exactly.
How were the bikes they gave you out there? Were they exactly the same as yours? Was there a difference? Or?
So in the UK, we've run the 160 GPOs, which are like a bit smaller than the Evos. But in Spain, at the World Final, they run the 160 Evos, which are like slightly taller, a couple inches taller, and a bit longer. So they handle a lot better because they're longer. And it's just, yeah, a bit of a bigger bike. It feels better. In my opinion, it feels a lot better and it handles better.
Right. So you can actually physically notice the difference from the off, or did it take you a little while to get used to it?
I rode it for one time on a track day in England before I went out, and I could tell the difference a lot. I beat my lap time on the track by about half a second, so it were a big improvement. It turned amazing, and it squats nice and smoothly, and it's not already sat down, so it's got a lot of travel as well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's excellent. Oh, we lost Steve for a moment. So Obviously, Nick, can you run those Evos in the BMB, or is that just the World Championship level?
Yeah, so you can run them in B&B. They've just come out in like the UK, in
Okay.
the importing them into the UK now. So I'm going to be running an Evo next year, so I'll have a full years of practice on that bike for the World Final. So I think I did a pretty good job on it. Say it's pretty much nearly a new bike and new
Yeah.
geometries and everything. So I'm quite happy in my performance.
Excellent.
Yeah,
And were other nationalities there? Were they running the Evos already in their championships? Or was
Yes,
that like new for everyone?
some of them were and some of them weren't. It's just a couple countries get them later than other countries.
Okay.
So a lot of people have ordered these Evos in England. So there's like 5 or 6 people that are going to be running them next year. So we're all getting practice on these Evos now.
Is that
Okay.
5 or 6 people in your class, in the 160 class, or is that across like the
Yeah,
110,
so
190?
so I think the Evo is only for the 160. I'm not sure on
Right.
that. But yeah, 5 or 6 already before the season starts next year. I've got some. So yeah,
Okay, excellent. And are you expecting those 5 or 6 to just be at the front?
I'd expect. Yeah, they are. I expect they're going to be at the front, pushing for trying to get to the World Final. It's going to be tense next year, but I reckon I can hold it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, good lad.
excellent. There's a quiet confidence there,
like
just
it.
coming out of your face. Yeah,
So I've done it this year, I can do it next year.
yeah,
Like it. Another trophy to add.
that's it.
Yeah.
So it's just the one class next year, is it?
So yeah, the one class next year, I think.
Okay,
Makes sense. Put your eggs in one basket, concentrate on it.
quite
Yeah.
nice. And then what's the plan then moving forward? Are you looking to progress up to maybe the 190s at some point, or are you just riding it out and just do 1 year at a time, see what happens?
Yeah, probably might do the 190s. Might get a 190 to do some training out in Spain. But probably gonna move to doing more training out in Spain, so more practice in Spain. And compared to when you look at the World Final, it's the Spanish and the Germans and the French that are up at the top. So you want to be really out in Spain. And I went out in Spain a couple of months ago. And the amount of benefit you just get because the weather is just amazing and you can ride all day. Whereas in England, you've only got like a 3-4 hour time period. So
That's true. I never
I'm
really
going to be
considered
going
that
out to
before.
Spain. Yeah.
Don't blame you.
Okay, nice. And have you got more trips lined up this winter to get out there for training?
Yeah, some more this winter. That'll be going out and training with my coach.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
I imagine that helps keep the eye in and stuff while everyone's just here, start looking at frosty tracks and unable to do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Do you know which tracks you're going to? Can you tell us, or are they?
I'll probably go into Gas, which is like a kart circuit, and maybe Finstra through the winter, just to keep my eye on the bike and work on body position and stuff. I mean, my body position from the end of last season has come on loads through the training I've done out in Spain. Before I'd have my arms bent and not drop my shoulder anymore, and now my shoulder, I'm getting my elbow nearly down on every corner. So
If we do that, we're sliding down the road.
And the only time my elbow gets anywhere near the ground is when gravity's taken over.
Oh, okay, but how did you find the whole weekend as an overall? Because you got to stay and watch the racing, didn't you? Afterwards, we managed to meet up with you around the track. How was the whole package after your racing? How was the whole thing
They were
for you?
amazing. Yeah, so I went out for 10 days, and it was just an amazing 10 days. Lovely weather, weren't it?
That was good.
It was cracking.
Yeah, just chilling, watching the final in the mini GP, and then next day straight to MotoGP, and it were amazing. Good racing at MotoGP as well.
Yeah.
And well done to Bagnaia for coming first in championship.
Yeah, quite. First two-time champion, first defending champion since Marquez in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you say.
So yeah,
not
no
too bad.
mean feat that one.
I still got to look up when was the last person to defend the number one.
Oh, I looked it up. It was
you did?
McDoon.
It was McDoon.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a
So,
long time ago.
it's been a while.
That's a long time ago. That's an accolade. One to hold.
Yeah, quite. So how many days were you over there for?
We were out there for 10 days. We had to fly out there for like 2 days before, like I say, for the leathers and all the press and everything. We did all his photos, leathers, helmet. The equipment they gave us all lockers, and it's amazing. And the fact that you get to take them home as well is amazing as well.
Okay. Yeah, quite. Oh, nice. So you've got brand new leathers for the year then?
Yeah, so brand new leathers from Power, I think, Virus Power.
Okay.
And they're really nice leathers.
Awesome. How did you find all the press stuff, all the photo shoots? I've seen some bits you put on social media where you sort of have your picture taken, all your kit. And how do you find all that part of it?
It was good. Like I say, they treat you like MotoGP riders. So they'd like they queue you up, and then you get called out, and they shout out your number. And you get called up. You'd have a photo of your bike, and the liveries on them were stunning with a big GB flag all the way around the side. And yeah, just they'd have like a big, massive, like white room background, and they take all your photos in there.
Awesome.
Nice. That's great. Just what an amazing experience to just be like, this is what it's like on the miniature track, surrounded by the press, on the grid with your umbrella. Like, oh, the whole thing, man. It must have been banging.
Yeah, it were amazing.
That's awesome. And you mentioned your number there. Do you get to pick a number, or do you just have to, you just get given one?
So they draw out your number. I think it were Jorge Martin and Joan Zarco that drawed out all the numbers like a week before. So they draw out your numbers, and then on the day before you're racing, you had to draw out a bowl if you're in Group A, Group B, or Group C for practice. So me and Wilson, who my teammate out there, we drew out a bowl who were in Group A and Group C, and I were in Group C, which were good.
Yeah.
Which number did you get?
And I got 44, which is who it's 44. Who's a MotoGP rider that's got 44?
That's Pole.
Paul Espargaro,
Pole.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So lucky number.
It's a shame they couldn't bring him down to like meet you.
Yeah. So we got all the MotoGP riders that came in, which were amazing. And we've seen Bagnaia and everyone, Quartararo, Jorge Martin, and Sam Lowes and everyone. Good.
Wasn't Sam Lowes the ambassador for the British for you guys?
So Sam Lowes was the ambassador for the British, yeah. And he came in. We had an interview with him, and then he stopped there for the rest of the weekend, and yeah, that was good as well.
Nice. It's
Cool.
a good place to be making connections as well, eh?
Yeah, I got all my hats signed as well. You might be able to see it, that red hat there. I got all that signed by all the MotoGP riders, which were good as well.
I have to say, you were very brave wearing that, wandering around in that full pack crowd.
Yeah, I was thinking someone's going
hat.
someone to nick it off your head and then run.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. I'd had it squirreled away in my hotel room somewhere.
I thought you were going to say that was your first idea when you saw him. Wanted to nick that.
Well, it was, but I can't say that loud.
That's it. It's all right. I think you can probably outrun us both, mate. I think you'd have chased us down, no problem.
We'd
Probably,
break
yeah.
within half a
Yeah.
mile.
Excellent. Good
Awesome.
stuff. So this year, the 160s, you're hoping for the championship again, and then just see what happens from there, right?
Yeah, see what happens. Let's go again this year.
Excellent. How many
Awesome.
rounds are you doing?
I think it's 6 or 7 rounds.
Okay.
We're going to Pembrey, which I'm looking forward to as well, which is like a big test track. I think Senna used to test there, so it's quite a big track. So we're going there again, which I'm excited about.
That's a new track for this year, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, we rode there in a couple of years ago, and I were in the 90cc on a little 90cc pit bike, fly down the straights, just nearly bouncing off the limiter. So I'm excited to go there on the 160.
Yeah. Nice.
That would be cool. Very jealous.
Yeah. That's the thing. Every time I talk to you, I'm like, oh, maybe I should just get into some amateur racing here. It just sounds like such a hoot.
Well, I looked it up.
Yeah.
For
It
the
is
fair
amazing,
racing, yeah, I thought I could sell this stuff and I could buy a bike. Look at one of the little AMR pit bikes. They're like, what class can I get into?
The,
I was thinking, yeah,
the AMR are good. So yeah, you just stick yourself in 140 or 160 like pit bikes, and it's very competitive.
yeah, I did look it up. I qualified for the veterans class, which
Nice.
is
You hit that point in life.
yes, hit that milestone where you can't enter with just anyone. No, you have to go in that elite category, which is the veterans. Not that you've got any experience, you just get pushed into this class. The elderly.
That's it. Has your dad been tempted to race at any point, or have you kind of put him off that? You're like, you're never going to be as good as me, Dad. Don't stress it.
When we first wanted to race, so when I asked my dad, I said, Dad, I want to race, and he was thinking about getting. So I got my 90cc pit bike, and he was thinking about getting a 140, one of them AMR ones, and he went to the first round just to see what everyone would like, and he seen the competition, and he was like, no, and he kind of slivered his way back out of his bets.
Bless him. It's definitely something to try once. So you've given it a go.
That's it. It's you to uphold the family honours, though, man.
Yes.
But yeah, we do flat tracking at Champions Flat Track School, which is amazing. That's
Okay.
like his racing. So it's on like Honda, like 100cc like bikes. And you race, they set up all barriers, and it's on like clay, so it's quite slippery. And I do that for training, like for in the wet, and I'm amazing in the wet because I know the feeling of the sliding, and I could slide it all around. And in Valencia, managing the tyre, that helped me loads because you only got 3 allocations of tyres. So towards the end of the racing, your tyre would start to be squirming, and you'd see other people squirming, and you'd just be sliding right out at apex. And
Wow.
it were, yeah. So it came in handy in Valencia.
Okay, what a feeling, man. Just to know that you've got that bike under control, even though it's just slipping and sliding.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do many people do the flat tracking then, who are doing B&B, or is that just you taking it up a notch by doing that in your training and preparation?
Not a lot of people from B&B do it, but some people from BTC do it as well.
Okay.
Like Luca, I forgot his last name, Luca. I forgot his last name. I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
Luca.
so I
so
don't know,
he's a
so you're
BTC.
doing better than me.
He goes there and he practices there all the time. Some Kyle Ride sometimes goes there. There's loads of names on the wall that Pete's got of people who have come there. And it's just an amazing experience. It's so fun, but you learn loads from it from sliding.
Yeah, okay.
That's something we might have to have a day out, Timbo.
Yeah.
It's a broken leg, mate. That's
Come
what
out
it
one
was
day.
One way trip to A&E for us, dude. Jesus.
Where is the flat track?
It's in like I don't know where it is.
All
I
right,
don't
no
know.
worries. Was it just Champions flat tracking?
Yeah,
I think
Champions
it's,
Flat. If you
it's near-
search
near
it up on
Streatham, I think.
Google Maps. Yeah, it is. It is near Stretton. That's a good reference point. It is near Stretton. Search up
Okay.
Champions Flat Track School on Google, and it'll come straight up.
Okay, awesome. I might have a look at that. Give us something to do
Yeah.
next year, right?
Christ.
They do have a Winter Series Championship, which is the first 2 rounds have just gone, and I came third in that last year. Second, sorry, in that last year.
Okay.
Nice.
Just for some fun. So if you want to enter, you can come down with us.
Oh, that'd be sick, man. Are you entering this year?
Yeah. So first 2 rounds went like a month ago,
Okay.
so you
Okay,
can start
nice.
halfway through.
Oh, excellent.
That's a shame you're jetting off soon.
Yeah,
Timbo.
quite. It's just a few days left of the cold for me, mate, and I'm off to sunnier climes for the winter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't be dealing with this ice and snow. I'm too much of a wimp these days.
Right for some.
That's it. Rightio, mate. I think I have not got any other notes scribbled down or anything there, and I'm conscious of the fact you've got an evening of gaming planned ahead of you. So I think we'll leave it there unless there's anything else, Steve.
I don't think so, mate. Just yeah, it's good to catch up with you in Valencia. It was great to see you. Well done on making it to the finals, bud.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Cheers.
All the best for next season, man. Hopefully we can drop down some tracks and catch up with you there.
Yeah, do stay in touch, man. We'll keep track of what you're doing and how it's going.
I will. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
No
no
worries,
worries,
mate.
mate.
You
Have a
take
great
care.
one, and yeah, good luck over the winter. Enjoy getting out to sunny Spain for a few tests, and enjoy the flat tracking. And good luck next year, man.
I will. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye bye.
Take care, buddy.
there we have it. That was a
Music is
quick
by
chat
Andrew
with
Greenwood.
Hudson there.
Thanks for listening.
I think
Goodbye.
you agree, since the last time we spoke to him, he's come on a long way. Much more eloquent, much more confident, and really good at putting his point across now. So we wish him all the best in the future, and we'll continue to follow his progress in the motorcycle racing world. As for shows coming up over the next few months, guys, we're going to do our best to bring you what we can. Wi-Fi has been reasonable in Cambodia so far. Not so great where I am right now, so we're going to have to just play it by ear, but we'll be doing what we can for you. So, if I don't speak to you before Christmas, hopefully I will, but there's no guarantee. Stay safe, look after each other, have a belting Christmas and New Year. Bye!